Hi everyone, welcome to the Strong Core Yoga Flow. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. We are going to work on our core and make it stronger for a better posture, reduce abdominal fat, and a stronger back. So, when you're ready, join me at the center of your mat with your hands on your chest and close your eyes for a couple of minutes here. Ease your facial muscles of any frown or clench you're having in your face, release it. Fill your lungs with air when you breathe in and exhale completely when you breathe out. Join me for 3 Om chants to begin our session. Inhale deeply and exhale completely as you chant Om. Take a deep inhalation and exhale with Om. Inhale for one last time and exhale as you chant Om. And relax. Place your right hand on your chest and left on your belly and observe how each breath feels. Stay here in silence for a couple more breaths. When you're ready, come to all fours on your knees and your wrists in tabletop position. Now as you inhale, look up to the sky, back arch with your tailbone reaching the sky as well. And as you exhale, touch your chin to your chest and curve your spine. Feel free to stretch or move in any range of motions that feel good to your body. As you continue to breathe, make this cat and cow flow just yours. You can move sideways or make a banana shape on both the sides. You can bend your elbow or you can just focus on your spine by flowing in traditional cat and cow if that's something that you want to do today. Now take your right leg back, eyes in front, ground your knees and wrists and move your body forward and backward for a few times. Let's take it to the other side. Take your left leg back, eyes in front, ground your knees and wrists and move your body forward and backward for a few times. Don't put a lot of pressure on your wrists at this point. Now let's warm up our wrists. Rotate your wrists so that they face away from each other. Gently move side to side. Now rotate your wrists so that your fingers point to your knees and try sitting back almost like a child's pose, stretching your wrists as much as it feels comfortable. Do this for a few times. Now rotate your wrists back to the side and to the front, back in neutral. And meet me in the kneeling position. Place your hands on top of your hips, tighten your butt muscles, tighten your core, and slowly and gently open your chest to the sky or the ceiling. Come back to neutral, sit in Vajrasana for a second and do a counter back bend by taking child's pose just for a second here, and meet me back in the kneeling position, knees hip width apart. Grab your right heel with your right hand and with a big inhale, reach your left hand towards the back. Let's take it to the other side. Sit for a second, grab your left heel with your left hand and your right hand goes back as you inhale. And as you exhale, sit back. Now meet me back on all fours in tabletop position. Keep your hips level and square to the floor. Reach your right hand in front of you and lift up your opposite leg to reach towards the back. Find balance here for a couple of seconds. Now reach your lifted arm and leg towards the side and then back again. Then again towards the side and back again, keeping your core strong and your body engaged. Now scrunch, and as you exhale, touch your lifted elbow to your knee and inhale as you return back to straight, and then again touch your lifted elbow to your knee Keep it going for a few more times. And then come back to a neutral tabletop. Let's take it to the other side. Lift up your other hand and your other leg. Stay here, stabilize your core and your complete body for a couple of seconds. Now take your lifted hand and your leg towards the side, and then back straight towards the center, again towards the side, back straight for a few more times. And then again, as you exhale, scrunch your body, your knee to your elbow. Inhale as you go back straight, exhale, scrunch and knee to elbow. Inhale, straight, and exhale as you scrunch. Now let's come back to neutral and rest in child's pose for just a second here. Inhale, begin to lift your head and chest, and as you exhale, press into your palms, lift your thighs off the mat and straighten your arms. Go back to child's pose as you exhale, and inhale again and come back to straighten your arms in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Look up towards the sky and inhale, and as you exhale, go back to child's. Inhale to come into upward dog pose. Exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your hips towards the ceiling. Press your hands into the mat and lengthen your spine. Welcome to today's first downward dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ease into the pose here by pedaling your feet or bending your elbows, whatever feels comfortable here. Walk your feet towards the top of the mat between your palms and reach your hand towards the toes, ankle or shins depending on your flexibility. Feel free to bend your knees here if that feels good today. Let your head hang heavy, releasing any tension in forward fold, and gently ease out of the pose as you inhale and come to standing vertebra by vertebra. And join me for Surya Namaskara with your hands gently on your chest and your eyes closed. Breathe in and chant Om Suryaya Namaha. Breathe in, arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, Padahastasana. Breathe in, right leg back, look forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, reach your hips towards the sky, core engaged, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, Falakasana or plank. Breathe out, drop your knees, chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. Breathe out, reach your hips towards the sky, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, right foot forward, look ahead, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, forward fold, Padahastasana. Breathe in, arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out and Namaskara. Start on the left side. Breathe in, arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, Padahastasana. Breathe in, left leg back, look forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Reach your hips towards the sky, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, plank. Drop your knees, chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. Breathe out, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, left foot forward, look ahead, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, bend your knees if needed, Padahastasana. Breathe in, arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out and Namaskar. Once more on right, breathe in, arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out, Padahastasana. Breathe in, right leg back, look forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, Falakasana or plank. Breathe out, drop your knees, chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. Breathe out, reach your hips towards the sky, core engaged, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, right foot forward, look ahead, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, Padahastasana, and breathe in, Hasta Uttanasana, and breathe out, Namaskar. On the left side, breathe in, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, Padahastasana. Breathe in, left leg back, look forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, Falakasana or plank. Breathe out, drop your knees, chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. Breathe out, reach your hips towards the sky, core engaged, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, left foot forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out, reach your toes, Bend your knees if needed, Padhastasana. Breathe in, arch back, Hastottanasana, and breathe out, Namaskara. Stabilize your heartbeat here for a few seconds. Right hand on chest, left hand on abdomen, and walk on your mat back and forth. Observe how your body feels at this point. Now when you're ready, meet me at the top of your mat. Now before we start with the flow, remember to keep your core active at all times and engaged. Draw belly button towards your spine, gently contracting your abdominal muscles. Keep your spine in a natural curve, avoiding excessive arching or rounding. You can consciously do this by placing your hand on abdomen and pushing it towards the spine, and place another hand on hips and push it towards the front. Let's get ready. Exhale, reach your toes in forward fold, hinge gently or hang from your hips. Ground your wrists and prepare yourself for the flow. And when you're ready, step, jump or hop back in plank or falak asana. Stay here for a few seconds. Remember to keep your spine neutral and core engaged. Now exhale as you reach backwards while leading through your hips to Adho Mukha Svanasana, and then back to plank as you inhale. So exhale as you go to Adho Mukha or down dog, and inhale as you come to plank. Repeat this for a couple more times. Now let's stay in. Now we'll add Chaturanga Dandasana to this little flow. So round your spine, inhale as you come to plank, exhale as you lower down to Chaturanga, inhale to upward dog pose, and exhale to Adho Mukha or down dog. Now for Chaturanga modification, follow this. Round your spine, inhale as you come to plank, exhale as you lower down to Chaturanga with knees on the mat, inhale to Urdhva Mukha and exhale to Adho Mukha. Continue flowing in this little flow with whichever modification that suits best to you today for a few more times, while remembering that you gotta exhale in Chaturanga, inhale in Urdhva Mukha and exhale back in Adho Mukha. Keep your core engaged and spine neutral at all times. And let's lower ourselves to a well-deserved child pose. You can take a wide-legged child pose too. Try to melt down your chest onto the mat or on the floor. Stretch your hands and relax for a few seconds here. This child's pose as a moment to remember to inhale deeply and exhale completely. Now when you're ready, meet me back in plank or falakasana, core engaged and spine neutral. Lift your left hand up to reach forward and hold. And then lift your right hand up and reach forward and hold for a second. Lift your right leg up and hold for a second. And then lift your left leg up and hold for a second. Again, lift your left hand up, reach forwards, hold for a second. Lift your right hand up, reach forwards and hold. Lift your left leg up and hold. And then lift your right leg up and hold. Let's take a quick child's pose to restore our spine. And again, take this moment to breathe in deeply and exhale out completely. Now meet me back in plank, and this time let's spice it a little bit. Now lift your left hand and opposite leg and just hold for 2 seconds. Just hold for 2 seconds here and then lower it, and then lift your right hand and the opposite leg. Hold for 2 seconds and then lower it. Let's take a very quick restorative child's pose. You can rotate or shrug your shoulders here if that's something that'll feel good after so many planks and Surya Namaskar. Now sit up, and you can also bend your wrists if you have any tension in your wrists. We tend to get a lot of tension while practicing plank poses, or just shake them out. Inhale, round your spine and come to mountain pose, and exhale here. Now bend one knee, touch knee to the opposite elbow, straighten the leg after the touch and reach for the toe. Back to mountain on the other side, bend the knee, touch the knee to opposite elbow, straighten the leg after the touch and reach for the toe. Back to mountain, inhale as you touch knee to elbow, touch the toe, and back to mountain as you exhale. Inhale, knee to elbow, straighten the leg, touch the toe, and exhale as you go back to mountain. Do this for a couple more times. Remember to exhale as you go to mountain and inhale as you reach your knee to your elbow. This one little flow will make your core, your arms, and your side obliques even more stronger. Take a quick child's pose before we move on to the next little flow. Here you can join your hands and reach your thumbs to the upper back and observe how it feels at your triceps, or you can even place your hands flat on your upper back. Now you can sit in Vajrasana for a bit, join your hands in a big fist and move it side to side in a wavy flowy motion. I'm sure it'll feel really good on your wrists after all these planks that we've done. Okay, now when you're ready for the next flow, inhale as you meet me in plank or Falakasana. Ensure your spine is neutral, belly button reaching for the spine, arms strong, core slightly contracted or engaged. Now you are going to bring your right knee to the mat, lower your upper body in a strong chaturanga or push up as far as you can go, and then exhale as you touch your right knee to the nose, lifting your hips in the air. Again, lift your leg as you lower in push up. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Inhale, and then exhale as you go down in push up. Inhale, come up, exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Let's take it to the other side. Left knee on mat, right leg lifted. Exhale as you lower in push up. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Lift up. Exhale as you lower and push up. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Exhale as you lower and push up. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Relax for a bit in child's pose that we very well deserve. Reach your hands out in front. Melt your chest into the mat as you exhale. Feel free to widen your legs here for a wide-legged child's pose. Now sit back in Vajrasana when you're ready. Lift yourself up in a forward fold slowly, and then walk your hands back next to your legs. Let's walk to the center of the mat, facing sideways, feet pointing forward, legs not too close or not too far. Now lower yourself down in a beautiful goddess pose as you exhale. Keep your thighs parallel to the ground as much as possible. Make adjustment for a strong posture. Now with your back straight, inhale and join hands above head, and then exhale. Inhale, bring them to your side, keeping legs as they are. Exhale and reach the center of the mat with one hand. Look above. Inhale back to neutral, and then exhale, reach the center of the mat with other hand, looking up. And then inhale back to standing. Keep repeating. Exhale as you reach the mat. Inhale as you come back to goddess pose. This flow works really well for your side body and your obliques. Exhale as you reach the mat. Inhale as you come back to goddess. Now straighten your legs and hinge from hips to take a wide forward fold. Hold your shin, ankle or toes here, whatever feels comfortable, and start bending knees alternatively. Now return back to goddess with thighs parallel to the ground. Let's add some spice to this flow. Place your hands back to your head. Exhale, touch your elbow to knees. Inhale, back to neutral and touch your other elbow to the knees. Exhale, touch your elbow to knees. Inhale, back to neutral, and then exhale again and touch your elbow to the knee. Take that wide-legged forward fold again once you're done to rest the legs. Bend the knees alternatively if that feels good for you. From here, place your hands at the center of the mat, lower right knee on the mat and left leg straightens up here to the side in Parighasana. Keep a towel under your knee if you need that support. Keep back legs, toes untucked and adjust a bit. Inhale, join your hands above your head and exhale as you reach towards the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach towards the side. Observe how it feels on the side of your body. Keep going as you inhale to center and exhale to side. Place right hand next to the right leg and take left hand towards the right side, giving a complete stretch to the left side of the body. Stay as you continue to breathe deeply. For a counter stretch, slide left hand on the left leg, place it wherever you can reach, and raise up the right hand towards the left side or the sky. Now bring left knee on the mat and right leg now stretches towards the side. Inhale, join your hands above your head and exhale as you reach towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach to the side. Observe how it feels on the side of the body. Keep going as you inhale to center and exhale to side. Now place left hand next to the left leg and take right hand towards the left side, giving a complete stretch to the left side of the body. Stay as you continue to breathe deeply. For a counter stretch, now slide right hand on the right leg, place it wherever you can reach and raise up the left hand towards the right side of the sky, opening your chest and your side body. Now shift to the top of your mat and meet me in forearm plank or Makara Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your core engaged and your spine neutral at this point. Take forward steps now until your feet is completely on the mat or as much as possible. This is the dolphin pose. Now inhale and reach your head towards the wrists or the mat and exhale, come back to dolphin. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, come back to dolphin. Inhale as you try to reach for the mat, try to touch your nose if you can, and exhale, go back to dolphin pose. Take a quick child's pose here. Reach to the top of your mat with your hands. Take a wide-legged child pose if that feels good. Melt your chest into the mat. Exhale completely and keep inhaling. Now when you're ready, meet me back in forearm plank. Try to focus on keeping neutral spine and core engagement rather than staying straight in a plank. Lift right leg up and bring it down. Keep breathing, lift and down. And then lift left leg up and bring it down. Lift, up and down. Keep breathing. Now touch alternate knees to mat one by one. Keep breathing. Touch one knee on the mat and then the other. Look forwards, not between your elbows. Now touch both knees on the mat together, remembering to breathe. And let's take a quick child's pose break here. Breathe in deeply and breathe out completely. Meet me back in forearm plank whenever you're ready. Let's practice one last variation in forearm plank. Keep your core engaged and spine neutral. Shift your weight forward and backward. Keep shifting and keep breathing. Take a quick child's pose here if you need it. Extend your arms towards the top of the mat. Take deep breaths. Bring hands on head or flat on your back if that feels good. Now meet me back in forward fold at the center of your mat. Legs as wide as the mat width. And then slowly bring your hips down and sit slowly in a yogi squat or malasana. Join your hands, keep knees apart with elbows, shift weight from one leg to another. I hope this is feeling really good for you. It is for me. Now slowly sit back on your buttocks, legs folded in front. Now one by one, with the support of your hands, lift each leg, knees bent for a strong boat pose. It's really important you keep your back straight and neutral and core engaged. Stay here for a few seconds, keep breathing, keep your core engaged. Try not to arch your spine. Stay here or try straightening the legs for a stronger core one by one. Keep breathing and stay in full Navasana for a few seconds. I know your core is shaking, I know mine is. Just keep breathing here. Now bend your knees in tabletop position if that's what you need right now and not a full Navasana. Let's try touching our toes on the mat one by one, trying to keep our upper body as stable as possible. Just touch the top of your toes to the mat and then come back to tabletop Navasana. Now bend your knees, hold your feet from outside and straighten them one by one for a modified, even stronger balancing boat pose. The key not to fall back here is to engage your core and keep pushing your feet into your hands. If this is challenging, you can also practice this bounded Navasana by placing one hand at back and hold one leg with the other hand, both legs in boat, but one hand at the back for support. Try it with the other leg as well, with the opposite hand towards the back of your mat with support. Sit with knees folded for a second and meet me back in boat, knees folded or knees extended, however you like it. We're almost done here. Remember to keep your core engaged, spine neutral. Prep yourself. Lift in full boat if that's something that you're comfortable with. Now open up or bring one hand up above your head. And then slowly, maintaining balance, bring up the other hand up above your head and hold it just for a few seconds. Quickly take a seated forward fold or Paschimottanasana. Exhale as you reach your nose to your knees. Let's quickly come back to boat pose, knees bent or straight, however you like it. Keep your core engaged. And then alternatively, straighten your legs one leg at a time, reaching to the mat. Remember to keep your core engaged, keep breathing. Sit with your legs folded in front of you and bend your back as you exhale and reach for the ground for a quick relaxation. I promise next one's the one last little flow to go. Give your best to this one. Meet me back in your most stable boat pose. Round your spine a little bit if required, don't arch it. Straighten your legs or keep them folded. Breathe, bring your hands on the mat, and then with momentum exhale, lift your hips up, legs reaching at the back, and then again with momentum come back to boat as you inhale. Exhale, reach your legs back as your hips lift up, and then inhale, come back to boat pose. Keep your hands for stability, keep your hands on the mat, keep going and keep breathing. The key here is to engage abdominal muscles and bring in momentum in your motion. So you are moving with the momentum that you're building. Keep going for a couple more times. And we're finally done. Time to wind down after this strong core session. Lay on your back, hug your knees to chest and roll backwards and forwards and sideways for a good back massage in Bhavan Muktasana. Move towards the side, left to right for a few times, and then when you're done, move back and forward with momentum. This should feel really good for your back and your core. Now release your legs gently, knees folded, and slowly bring right ankle over your left knee and hold left knee from behind and lift up your hips for a really good stretch for both the legs. You could also hold your left toe and reach the left leg to the back for a deeper stretch in both the legs. Hold right knee or hold the back of the left knee for support. Let's take it to the other side. Bring left knee over right ankle and hold right ankle from behind and lift up your hips. You could also hold your right toes and reach the right leg to the back for an even deeper stretch. Hold left knee or hold the back of the right knee for support. Now bring feet back to the mat, knees bent, let the knees fall down towards the right side. Twist and inhale, look towards the opposite hand stretch towards the left and right hand on the knees. Bring feet back to neutral, knees bent, let the knees fall towards the left side this time. Twist and inhale, look towards the right hand also stretched in the right side. Now it's time for the most relaxing pose, which is Shavasana. Lie down on your back, close your eyes, your legs apart, toes falling out, hands slightly away from the body, palms turned upwards, nose pointing to the ceiling, eyes closed. Relax the body totally. Let yourself sink into stillness. Lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, fully alive. Gently start moving your fingers and your toes. Fold your legs. Shift your weight towards the right. Lay down on your folded right hand. Stay here for a second, and with your hand support, with your eyes closed, sit at the center of your mat with your legs folded and meet me back in prayer pose. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bow down and place your forehead on the ground and open your eyes with a nice smile on your face. Thank you for joining me for this session. I hope to see you soon again.